Grafted is a psychological horror film that offers a mix of body horror and sci-fi elements, but ultimately struggles to make a lasting impact. The plot centres around a scientist, Dr. Martha Jenkins, who conducts an experiment to save her husband by grafting animal tissues onto his body, but things quickly spiral out of control. While the premise holds potential, the execution feels uneven. The film's pacing is slow at times, which can lead to moments of boredom, especially in the first half. It takes a while for the tension to build, and when it does, it's mostly through atmosphere rather than action. The body horror elements, though visually disturbing, can feel a bit too over the top or drawn out, leaving little room for emotional depth. The performances, while decent, don't fully elevate the film, and the lead actress does a good job portraying Dr. Jenkins' descent into obsession, but the character development feels somewhat shallow, and it's difficult to fully empathise with her struggles. The supporting cast doesn't do much to enrich the story either, making it hard to invest in their fates. Now, visually, Grafted offers some striking moments with practical effects that create a strong sense of unease. However, the film relies heavily on these visual elements, which might be off-putting to viewers who prefer more character-driven horror. The ending, which is ambiguous and open to interpretation, may work for some, but others might find it frustrating or unsatisfying. It leaves the audience with more questions than answers, which, depending on your perspective, could either be intriguing or just downright disappointing. The body horror in Grafted is not gratuitous, but rather serves as a disturbing metaphor for the loss of control over one's own identity. The audience is left questioning how much of ourselves we're willing to sacrifice in the pursuit of saving someone we love, and what the cost of that sacrifice might be. Now, like I said, the performances are solid, with the lead playing an excellent unknown actress, delivering a haunting portrayal of a woman descending into obsession. Her slow unravelling as the experiment takes hold is one of the film's strongest points. The supporting cast, while not as developed, adds depth to the emotional and moral conflicts that the film explores. Now, while Grafted thrives in its atmosphere and conceptual ambition, some might find the pacing slow in parts, as it leans more on building psychological dread than on jump scares or fast action. The ending, while thought-provoking, is, like I say, ambiguous and could leave some viewers feeling unsatisfied. Overall, Grafted is a thought-provoking and disturbing exploration of the cost of scientific ambition, featuring chilling visuals and a deep psychological core. It's a must-see for fans of psychological horror and body horror, but it's not for the faint of heart. In summary, Grafted has an interesting concept and some effective horror moments, but its slow pacing, underdeveloped characters and reliance on visual shock rather than an emotional connection leave it a fairly average entry into this particular genre. Fans of psychological and body horror may appreciate its darker themes, but it's not likely to stand out as a standout film. Guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to join me for the next one. See you then. Cheers.